worked with HDFC Bank, starting from there. Then I worked with Citigroup, that Citibank's trade finance. Then DBS, Development Bank of Singapore. So I worked in all the departments, starting from your retail. Yeah. And now 7 to 8 p.m. Acha. Starting from your retail to your corporate, trade finance, treasury, everything. Okay. So mind it, you are in the safe hands, and follow the instructions which I tell you. Almost everyone is cleared. Only one or two guys, some of them, means after all, there's a hard luck also sometimes. Almost 90-95%. This time also we had a result of almost 92%. I have checked it. So follow the instructions which I give you. The 4 modules are really tough. Sure, I won't keep you in some fantasy world. BFM is a tough subject, to be frank, and very simple. Be clear about it. It's a tough subject, and you have to give full attention to this subject. Okay? Follow the instructions. So let's start. Okay? See this. This is the complete portion of yours. Those who are there in the ABM class morning, they might be knowing some part of this. Okay? So note it. Basically 4 papers: ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL. These are the 4 papers which you will be having, compulsory ones. Okay? After that, electives. Electives, you will be having 5 electives. Out of them, you have to choose one. Rural HR, IT, Central Banking, Risk. Ganesh live class. Okay? Live class. Rural HR, IT, Central Banking, Risk. So which one should you select? I would always suggest you to select rural or this HR. Okay? Always I'll suggest you to select rural or HR. I take central banking. Here, I take central banking. Central banking is also okay, because in central banking, I know I have created that question bank, and that question bank is helpful. That much is enough. So you can take that also, but that is totally related to RBI. The best and the simple ones are rural and HR. You can kindly go for that. I would always suggest you. Okay? Yeah. HRM is okay. Even I say HRM and rural, very easy subjects, easy to clear. Okay. Now coming back to our paper. Say this, 4 papers. If you see these ABM, some numericals, some theory, it's like this. But if you look at BFM, this BFM, everywhere I've written N. N means what? N relates to numericals. T relates to theory. Instead, in ABM, if you see, it is NT. Numericals theory. Okay? Here in ABM, I take A and C module, numericals. All this numericals part I take. If you look at BFM, you will see everything N. Everywhere it is N. That's why I said BFM is the toughest subject, because everywhere you will be having numericals only. Along with numericals, theory will also be there. Obviously, theory is there. But the point is, numericals is the main part. And that is the toughest part in your BFM. The case studies, if you don't follow, it will create a problem in the exam. But if you follow, they are very easy then. ABFM, again, I'll show you this TNNT. 2 theory, 2 numericals. Okay? BRBL completely theory. So coming back to this point, that's why they say everyone, you ask all your seniors, everyone will say the same thing. BFM is the toughest subject. Now, what is the distribution generally? Generally, the distribution is 50-50 over here. This 50 marks case study, something 40 to 50 marks. 40 to 50 marks case studies in BFM, and remaining 50 to 60 marks theories. Okay, in this. In these case studies also in BFM, Out of these 40 marks case studies, if we consider roughly 40 marks case studies, if we consider, out of this roughly 20 to 25 marks will be numerical based case studies, numerical, completely numericals. 3 to 4 here, 5 marks each case study. So roughly if you consider 40 marks case studies, you will be getting around 8 case studies. Out of these 8, roughly 4 to 5 case studies will be numerical based and remaining will be theory based. Other than the case studies, you will be having then one-liners. Everything is one-liner then. In one-liner also, 1 mark questions. There also, you will be having theory as well as numericals, both. Even we have 1 mark numericals also. So those will also be there. Okay. So that's why follow BFM in toto. Do not miss even a single lecture, even if you miss due to certain reason. Okay. Yeah. Even if you miss due to certain reasons, then also I would suggest follow the lecture, follow the recorded sessions. Okay. Yeah. Got it? Chalo. Yeah, mostly comes in question in theory. No, Jiva, it's nothing like this. Means after all, see, it's like this. Roughly numericals are around, I'll say, 35 to 40 marks, roughly, on an average, completely rounded off, including your case studies, including your numericals. Okay, one means one-liners. Roughly, you will be getting around 35 marks numericals. Okay, some case studies, some one-liners. Remaining everything will be theory. Module C and D. Okay, let me come back to this also now. Module C and D is completely theory, I would say. There are certain numericals over here also, but major portion of numericals lies in module A and B. Major. C and D will be mostly theory based. Of course, we have numericals over here also. I'll be showing you the case studies, but then also theory is maximum in C and D. So that's why main theory comes from these 2 modules and numericals come from these 2 modules. Even theory comes from here. Okay. So let's start with the topics here. We won't be starting the topic today. Okay. Today is just the orientation class. So how much time does it require? How much time do you require? See here, you are having roughly 3 months. August, September, October and November your paper will be starting. Roughly let's consider 3 months. In 3 months you require around 2 hours daily. 2 hours daily. Now 2 hours you will say, sir, not possible. Isn't it? Even I understand it's not possible. 2 hours. Okay. So what do we do? So as 2 hours are not possible, okay. Yeah. As 2 hours are not possible, what do we do in this? What do we do is, basically remember, you have to rob your time. Rob your time means, I'll show you how to rob it. Because otherwise you won't get the time. Roughly I'll tell you, 1 or 2 hours you will be having classes only. ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL. So you'll be having classes for 1 or 2 hours. So if you have 2 hours classes, you follow these 2 hours classes religiously, then also it's okay. Okay. So minimum 2 hours study is a must, either through classes or self-study. It's a must. Got it? Now how to rob the time? Firstly, you should know where the time is wasted in banking. Unwanted WhatsApp groups and messages. Generally, this is what we try to answer. In WhatsApp groups, I have seen many times. Okay, we go on answering many questions which are not asked to us. Generally, those political nature questions. So avoid for 2-3 months. These all political messages and answering to them. Let anyone question anything. Let anyone say he will come, he will lose, whatever it be. You forget it. You focus only on your exam. Overwhelming emails. Now this is the part which we see in your banking also. In our banking we see the same thing. So many emails do come to us daily. We need not read all of them, isn't it? What is required by us, only that we'll be reading. So overwhelming emails you need not answer or you need not check. instant message notifications. This is also a main problem in the mobile. Okay, unnecessary friends chats and tea breaks. Now this happens in the banking. This is more in the banking I have seen. In banks, what do? We have roughly 2 tea breaks. We go out nearby tapri tea. Mainly guys do this. Even girls do this. It's not. I can't segregate anything. Everyone goes there. So try to avoid these things. Lunch breaks. If you are having it for more than half an hour, try to complete your lunch in 20 minutes and study for around 10-20 minutes. Sure, you have to rob the time. You can't say that I don't have time. That is not possible. Because nobody has time in his life, in his or her life. Nobody has time. Because everyone has only 24 hours, same pressure. So we have to do it. Online shopping. This is also main part here. Whatever you have to purchase, you purchase. But you don't waste your time on this. Is guidance from professional required? Obviously it is required. 3 months, 5 books, right? Roughly around 500 to 600 pages, roughly. Some books are 650, some books are the central banking, and some electives are smaller. So average, let's consider 500 to 600 pages. So even if you consider 5 books, 600 pages, roughly it becomes what? 3000 pages, 3 months? Is it possible for you to read? Those who are watching on YouTube, kindly join it fast. Okay, because free classes will be available, I think so, 1 or 2 only, 2-3 only. So afterwards you'll have to kindly join it ASAP. Okay, so is the guidance from professional required? Yes, it's required. Now the point is the professional should be trustworthy. Means they should have the proven track record. Okay, means what? Track record means the professional should have gone through your pressures. Yeah. No, you wait now, Deepak. See here, some part will be repeated in the month. Here, after all, it's the same thing. Afterwards, we come to the topic of BFM. So at that time, those who have attended it in the morning, right, you'll find it boring some part, isn't it? But wait for this. Even in when you watch the films also, do you get the action scene all the 3 hours or 2.5 hours? Some part of the film is boring, so you have to go through that film, isn't it? So same thing. Isn't it? So wait for some time, have patience. Okay. So professional guidance required, definitely. Friendly and empathetic. See, the point over here is empathetic means what? The professional should understand your queries, your stage basically, not queries, your stage, your life stage. This can be understood only by those guys who have worked in the banks. They have understood the pressure. I was myself working for 13 years in banking, in all these foreign banks, all these departments. I left as a senior manager over there. In my quite early age, means very fast I grew, and senior manager from Singaporean bank, DBS, left it. Okay, I was working at trade finance, back treasury, everything. So that's why, see, we must understand the pressures. The one who is teaching you should understand your pressures. Because nowadays, normal banking of 363. 363 means at home at 3 p.m. Earlier, do you know, before 1991, means why do our parents say, even now also your parents might be saying, right? Banking job, safe job. All of your parents, all of your seniors means one generation senior, they might be talking. English class. Sunil, it's a English class. So your one generation senior might be talking to you. Banking, very good. You are very happy, lucky. They don't understand banking from inside now. Today's banking is totally changed. Before 1990s or even up to 1995, I have seen the bankers going home by around 3 p.m. Now, can you even imagine going home at around 3 p.m.? I don't think you can imagine even at 6 p.m. Those who are working in the branches, some of the banks still exist with 5:30. Okay? Yeah, see this. Somebody is still at the branch. You can't imagine, life has changed now. And with the advent of technology, new technology, the pressure will mount on. See here, understand one point. Next 10 years, after next 10 years, banking will not be the same what you are doing it today. Every 10 years, banking changes. Kindly understand this. Every 10 years. And after next, I think so, 5 years only, next 5 years, bank will clearly say, those who are JIB and CAIIB stay, others leave. There will be one day when the bank will say this. Okay? Yeah. So there will be one day. See here, when I was in banking, I'll tell you, in all this Citibank as well as this DBS, I was in the Citigroup and DBS at that time. I never left my bank before 9 p.m. Never, ever, never. Never before 9 p.m. And I was in Mumbai, Fort. From Fort, I had to travel to this Dombivli after 9 and then come back at 9 a.m. in the morning. 9 a.m. was the starting time. 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. 12 hours. So banking is a huge pressure. Huge means it's not the same. So that's why I would say, why have I come to this topic? This topic is because of empathy. If I tell you and give you some boring speech whenever you come back from your office and you attend my class, and if I go in some raton speech, okay, some boring lecture, I think so half of you will leave after some time, or you'll just keep it on and do your own work. This happens. So that's why what I'll say is, whenever you attend these classes, you will never find any class boring. Never, ever, never. Okay? Never you will find it boring. Because every day is a challenge in BFM. It's totally related to, I'll show you the topic also. Let's come to the topic one by one. Okay, those who are watching on YouTube, kindly download this Adda 24/7 app and subscribe to the channel, Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel, English, Hindi, both. Okay. Those who are watching on this paid class also, kindly you also subscribe to the channel Officers Adda. Okay, I'll tell you about that later. How do you rob your time? Read GRs available on the bank employee portal. See, GRs, very, very, very important part. Some of your bank employee means, in fact, all your bank portals, okay, they give you the GRs, all latest GRs given by RBI. So follow them. Okay, follow the IIBF vision. IIBF vision here. Every member gets this IIBF vision on the email. What do we do? Either we don't look at it, or we keep it in some folder, safe folder. Oh, I'll read it later. And that later never comes. Right? What is the rule of life? Right? What is the rule of life? Rule of life is now or never. Right? Now or never. Got it? So that's why follow this. Never ever keep anything pending. Got it? Chalo. Next. Study early in the morning. It's here in the ABM batch also. Those who are in the ABM, again I'm telling you, you'll find it boring for this part, because already we have taken this, but there are certain new guys also. And today being the orientation class, we have to cover this part. Okay. So study early in the morning, study in the weekends with full efforts, dedication, full utilize the weekend. See here, weekend with full efforts means what? In the weekend, generally we are free-minded. We go for a movie, we go for outing somewhere. Avoid that for next 2-3 months. That's it. If your job is far away, study during the traveling. It's very easy to say for me that, see, study while traveling, right? But some of you will say it's very easy to speak. How do we study? Frankly, I have done that. And that also in the Mumbai local, from Dombivli to Fort, 8:30 local, 8:15 local. So I've done this. So that's why I know how to study. and I'll tell you, find out the main points. Okay, write down the main point. The main points will be given to you in Adda 24/7. Here, I'll be giving you what all I'll be giving you. Basically, in the subject, everyone kindly understand that. What all I'll be giving you. I'll be giving you a question bank from my side. Here, Adda will give you separate. That is separate. You will be getting all these ebooks, test series, all these things you'll be getting. But I'll be giving you certain handouts from my side personally. In that, you'll be having one set of questions. Secondly, you'll be having this. In fact, question bank is nowadays available on Adda. I'll be giving you some master PDF. Then some numericals, case studies. I'll be giving you personally separate case studies, 5 marks case studies. Okay, those will be very helpful to you. Then all the definitions part, formulae part, all the formulas have been jotted down. All formulas of ABM and BFM, that also I'll be giving you. So what you can do is, whenever you are traveling or whenever you are sitting idle somewhere, keep these in your mobile and start reading there only. Okay, you have to rob the time. There's no can't do an effort over here. Okay, so this is a common thing, very essential for aspirants who are preparing for upcoming. That's okay. CAIIB BFM stands as a backbone of banking financial portion. Okay, introduce some changes. That's okay. So basically, this is the backbone. Okay, this you understand it. What are the question types in CAIIB? Mainly here, this I'll be talking about this in ABM and BFM. Okay, this was not there in this ABM lecture in the morning. So basically, what are the question types? Question types are here: numericals, theory, case studies, 1 mark, question without options. So these are 5 types. Now case studies will be of numerical based and theory based, both. Okay. 1 mark questions will be numerical based, theory based, both. Questions without options will be clearly. What do you mean by this? Here no option will be given, but these questions are asked with numbers only. Numbers means, for example, in BFM they'll ask you, what is the minimum CRAR given by RBI, including capital conservation buffer? That's it. What is the percentage? Now you have to write only one number. So that number won't change. And for everyone, it will be the same. So that's why the questions without options given to you are generally number based, where a single number is the answer. Single number. It can be anything. It can be a numerical also. But the answer should be a single number. They won't give you without options question as a theory to write. Write one sentence, write this, write that. They won't give you that. Why? The reason is spellings might be different for each person, right? And computer won't understand it. So that's why they always give you without options question as single number question, single number. Okay? Where the answer is specifically one number. Now remaining things I have already explained: case studies, theory, numerical, 1 mark. Okay, so everything is there in BFM. All the 4 modules will be having numericals and theory. C and D will be having more theory, less numericals. A and B will be having equal. I won't say more numericals. They'll be having equal. Okay. So candidates need to prepare their own strategy. Obviously, everyone has to prepare his own strategy, right? Because everyone's life is different. Everyone's family situation is different. Everyone's working situation is different. So own strategy, wherever you can rob the time in the morning, evening, wherever you can. During the afternoon time, rob it as much as possible. We'll help you with ebooks, test series, live classes, everything will be helping you. This subject, now let's come to the main topic of BFM. I'll be just giving you the idea of BFM today. I won't be starting with that subject. BFM will have 4 modules: international banking, risk management, treasury management, balance sheet management. Now these 4 modules, out of these 4 modules, firstly let me make the clear bifurcation. Module A and B are the most important ones. A and B, most important ones. Secondly, they are the biggest ones. A and B are the biggest ones. If anyone focuses on B with dedication, if you focus on B with dedication, module C and D will be very easier for you. Very, very, very. Why? Because C and D are dependent on B. Understand this. Everyone pay attention. Module C and module D are dependent on B. If you understand module B very clearly, C and D is like a cakewalk for you. Really, really cakewalk. Very simple. A is totally different. A has nothing to do with any of these, B, C, and D. A is totally means that odd man out. Okay? What is there in A then? Let's see. Firstly, everyone subscribe to this Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel, English, Hindi both. You will be getting free YouTube series over here. Then you'll be getting ebook with some questions over here, notes over here, then question bank over here, everything. Sure, whatever is available free, you'll get it over here. So subscribe to these channels, English, Hindi both. Okay, both of them. Let's come to the modules. Module A, International Banking. How many chapters? 5? No, not 5. Still more. 10. That's why I said toughest one, biggest one. Okay, look at this. Exchange rates and forex business. LRS, liberalized remittance scheme and other remittance facilities. Correspondent banking and NRI accounts. Documentary LCs. Facilities to exporters and importers. Mind it, everyone. Everyone, kindly note. Your BFM is not related. BFM is not related at all to your daily banking practice. Not at all. Okay? Yeah, correct, Kuldeep. Praveen sir is taking bilingual. I am taking English. Okay? BFM separate channel is there. Yeah. Okay? Yeah. So everyone, kindly note. This complete BFM study, module ABCD, nothing is related to your daily job in banking. Nothing, not even a single word is related to your daily job in banking. Okay? ABM some part is there, ABFM some part is there, BRBL some part is there. Okay? But here nothing. Okay? So that's why this becomes a bit difficult. I'll give you the channels. Okay? I'll give you the Telegram links. All the Telegram links I'm having, I'll give you that. Okay? So coming back to this, see this. First part, what you have to do is your JAIIB studies of accounts. In accounts, you had the forex problems. Forex, one topic. So that revision we'll be doing. We'll be revising that. Whenever I teach this, so from the next lecture, we'll be starting with the direct topic only. So we'll be revising it. Okay. So exchange rate and forex business. Here you will be having in chapter number 1. Here, only first chapter you are having huge numericals, big ones. All the biggies are there in chapter number 1. Okay. Remaining second, third, fourth, fifth, you don't have numericals as such, but fourth, documentary LC. You have some technical part, theory part, but that is a more technical. All the various banks are there, negotiating bank, this advising bank, issuing bank, all this. So that is more technical. LRS means what? That is related to your latest schemes, $250,000 and all others. Okay, other remittance facilities for the residents. So this is basically related to forex only. Chapter 1 forex, chapter 2 forex, correspondent banking again related to forex, NRI accounts. Your NRI accounts means various types of NRI accounts will be taught to you. All that NRE, NRO, FCNR, plus other things. Here, this is not the only thing which we give to NRI. We give various types of loans also. That will be taught to you. Documentary LCs, various types of LCs, various types of banks. Then this type of financing, In fact, pre-shipment, post-shipment finance, that will be the most difficult part for you for studies. Okay, so that I'll be teaching you. In fact, you'll learn it here. Whenever you start now, you ask your seniors, whoever have attended my batches, you attend it and mind it, you'll have a complete clarity of that subject. Okay. Facilities to exporters and importers, that is basically given by RBI. Whatever facilities are given means what are facilities? Basically all these schemes. Okay. Yeah, case study is there na, NRE, NRO. It comes every time it comes. ECB, external commercial borrowing. You see, our case studies will be there from all these 10 topics. Anything can come over here. ECB also there can be one case study. Foreign investment, various limits are given about ECB. Who is allowed what? How much NBFCs are allowed? How much is allowed for working capital? How much is allowed for your closure of the earlier banking loans? Various foreign investments in India, FPI, FDI, everything will be covered over here. Role of ECGC. Here it means, what is ECGC? Anyone knows the full form? ECGC. What is ECGC? Yeah. Anyone knows the full form? ECGC. Export Credit Guarantee Corporation. Very good. Okay. Export Credit Guarantee Corporation. Okay. See here, previous papers IIBF doesn't give. Purnima, you have asked me that can we get previous papers. So IIBF doesn't give you previous papers, but what I can give you is, which I am having, the previous year recollected questions that I'll be giving you. Okay, those I have. Even this year I am having. This year, this paper which has gone now, I'm having it. So that I'll be providing you. So coming back, then you have role of Exim Bank, RBI, Exchange City, Exchange Control, FEMA, FEDI, etc. Role of Exim Bank. See, these are all 1122 slide this topics. These are easy ones, just for remembering. Ratify. Okay, you have to ratify this. Then FEMA, FEDI. You'll get some questions on this theory part, everything. Then IFSC, International Financial Service Center, and GIFT City, Gujarat. Okay. So these topics also, these are asked many times nowadays in exam because that's a coming up, new thing which is coming up. What is this IFSC? These are like the SEZ models. Okay. SEZ means the areas are in India, but they work as if they are working in foreign. Rules and regulations of our country are not applicable to them, except criminal law. Then you have technology. Technology is again the ratify theory. Okay, theory part. Now module B. Again module B, 11 to 15 or no. Again module B is the biggest one, 18. So 11 to 18. Okay, 8 chapters. Again bigger one. And these 8 chapters, you'll say, sir, A was bigger, A had 10 chapters. But these 8 chapters will cover more pages than the 10 chapters. Because these 8 chapters are again the toughest ones. And out of that, the most important, or I would say Sachin Tendulkar of this, or name any cricketer which you like, who is the best one. The best cricketer over here is chapter number 13, Risk Regulations in Banking Industry. The biggest chapter in the entire history of CAIIB. Biggest chapter. Entire history of CAIIB. You call any book, any chapter, except the theory part. Some books might be having huge theory, some chapters. But knowledgeable, senseful, the biggest one is this, Risk Regulations in Banking Industry. Huge chapter. Okay. So So first three are all related to risk regulations, means risk and basic risk management framework, risk in banking industry, risk regulations in banking industry. These three are the basic framework or base, you can call the foundation of the module B. After this comes these market risk, credit risk. These are related to Basel norms and operations risk. See, three are there: market, credit, and ops. These are all related to Basel norms. Then 17th and 18th is liquidity risk management, and here Basel 3, new framework which has come in. Basel 2 was the earlier framework. Now we are in Basel 3. All our banks are in Basel 3. Now, why did I say this module B is most important? Because if you see chapter number 17th, liquidity risk management, same chapter you see over here. Liquidity management, module D, liquidity management. Much of the part is same over here. That's why I say many of these things are repeated. Operations risk, you'll see the same somewhere over here also in this. Somewhere these topics are covered. This treasury part, market risk, risk regulations, everything. You'll be having these all again. That's why I'm saying these risk in the banking business. See this chapter, I'll tell you. One thing you note. Which one I'll tell you? See this. Where is it? Corresponding documentary, exchange rates. There is a topic on derivatives over here. Derivatives. Yeah. There is a topic on derivatives over here in module A. It's related. If you see this derivatives topic, it's in module A also. I think so over here it is somewhere. No. It is there. It's there in your module A. Module A also has derivatives. Module C, if you see, C, look at this. Derivatives again. Treasury products, derivatives. See this 20 number, 21 number, 24 number, all are related to derivatives. So that's why, what did I say? Module A and B are the most important ones. More is module B. Because module C and D are dependent on module B. Now let's come to C. C and D are simple ones. Comparatively simple. Comparatively. Only these many chapters. 4 plus 3, 7. All this is theory. Some numericals are there. I'll be covering. But very less numericals. More of theory. Introduction to treasury management. Again, simple topic. Treasury products. Difficult topic. 20. Everything related to derivatives is difficult. Kindly understand this. Everything. Okay. Treasury products, international equity, derivative products, difficult. Funding and regulatory aspects. This again relates to your liquidity management. This chapter. Liquidity risk management. Okay. So funding and regulatory. Treasury risk management. Again, it will relate to your somewhere over here. These risk management regulations. This 11, 12, 13. Okay. So treasury risk management. Treasury and asset liability management, again related to module B. That's why I'm saying focus on module B very, very religiously. Okay, disciplined way. C and D will be nothing. D. Components of asset and liabilities in bank balances and their balance sheet and their management. Okay. So basically this is again simple topic. Full module is simple. Okay, module D. Capital adequacy, Basel norms. Again, see this. Basel norms means you'll again get it over here. Basel 3. Okay. Asset classification and provisioning norms. Again related to your module B somewhere. Liquidity management, same chapter as that of the earlier one. Interest rate fund management. Again, it's related to module B. REROC related to somewhere related to module B. Because REROC term, you will be getting it in module B also. What is REROC? Risk adjusted return on capital. What is return on capital? Firstly, here I'll give you a simple. I won't be starting the topic, but understand this very simple. What you need to understand is things are always simple. We use some jargon words, difficult jargon words. Derivatives, swaps, we use it. You'll see many words over here. Derivatives, swaps. Then this futures, forwards. Nothing. Everything is simple. Everything is only that sabji market. Whenever you go to the sabji market or you buy anything, vegetables or anything, what do? The shopkeeper gives us the vegetable and we give money to that. Cash is given by us. Same logic is applied over here. If you understand this basic logic, that the one who gives the vegetable will get the money. If you understand this thoroughly, it will be easy for you. What is this ROC? ROC means what? Here, I'll ask you a simple question. What is return on capital? Let's keep it very simple. Suppose if you invest, let's say what? Let me give you an example. If you invest, 1 lakh rupees? Okay, rupees 1 lakh you invest, right? Let's say I'll give you two options. One is FD, second is MF, mutual funds, right? So you invest in FD rupees 1 lakh. You get how much percent? Let's say 6.5, 7, max to max. 6.7 I'll call it. Chalo, max, isn't it? 7%. So you'll be getting 7% over here. So what is the ROC? Return on capital. Your return on capital is 7%. Means after 1 year you have got 7,000 rupees as an interest. In mutual fund, what are you doing? You'll be getting around, I'll tell you, 15%, 1.5. Okay. So you'll be getting higher, obviously. So you'll be getting 15,000. If you invest in particular share, if you understand, stock market, if you understand, okay, you understand in which share to invest, then it might happen that this 1 lakh will turn on to roughly 50%. So what is the ROC, return on capital? On 1 lakh, same 1 lakh, you are getting 7% over here, 15 over here, 50 over here. So this is ROC. But what is RA then? RA, risk adjusted. What is the risk over here? So if I calculate the risk over here, risk. What is the risk over here? 0%, right? What is the risk in mutual funds? It's there. Obviously, it's there. Mutual funds are subject to market risk. Kindly read your offer documents carefully before investing. We get it now on the television every day. Same thing, because after all, it's subject to risk. Okay. So MF, basically, how much is the risk for this? Generally, the risk tends to be between 8%, 7 to 8%. Generally, I am talking. What is the risk in shares? You are talking of individual shares over here, individual stock. It can be huge. It can be around, let's say, 10, 15%, 15%. So what is the ROC then? You are getting 8%, 15%. You are spending 8%. See, how is this risk to be tackled? This risk is tackled using hedging. This is called as hedging. Hedge means what? Preventing the risk. Suppose if I buy my bike, I'm having my car, bike. What do? I buy that insurance for that. Suppose if there is an accident tomorrow, I can get the money from that insurance company. Same thing over here. Whenever I'm seeing the this risk over here, I'll have to hedge this using this call and put options. So this will cost me. This, after all, everything comes at a cost. So this hedging will also come at a cost. So this 8% risk is my returns. Net, how much am I getting? 15 minus 8, 7%. How much was I getting over here? 7%. So net is what? Same. But this is what I've considered 8%. It may not be 8%. It can be 4% only, 2% only. Then your net result will be 13%. Similarly over here, 50%. If your risk is 15%, if you buy this insurance, there are insurances available on all these products also nowadays. So you'll be getting net is 35%. So this is known as REROC. REROC means what? Your return on capital, but after adjusting the risk. Okay, after adjusting the risk. Got it? So whatever premium you pay for this insurance, that premium is to be subtracted. And then what you get the return is your REROC. Okay? So this REROC and profit planning. Now let's see one or two examples and then I'll stop. Generally, I'll show you my way of teaching. A bank holds a stock of company A and wants to protect the downside risk on it. So any company, you're holding a share. How many of you purchase the shares? How many of you are having these shares? Purchase the shares in stock market. Shares you have purchased? All YouTube guys also, those who are watching on YouTube, kindly answer you also. How many of you have purchased the shares? Yes, yes, just type yes, yes, yes. Okay. Lost money, earned money. Penny stocks purchased, lost money, right? How many of you purchased this call and put options? Many of you might be purchasing call and put options. During that COVID time, there was a huge surge for call and put. Everyone went for call put. अरे बहुत पैसा बनता है, बहुत पैसा बनता है call and put options, right? And when you invest in that call and put options, then you see that oh पैसा कुछ नहीं बनता, गया सब, right? Same thing over here. If you invest, see this, understand what basic logic of investing. Whenever there are two things, one is commodity, second is derivative. Derivative is always for hedging. Remember, this is for hedging. Hedge means what? Reducing the risk. So whenever you are long on commodity, long, what do you mean by long? Long means you buy first, and sell later. That is known as long. I'll buy the Reliance share today and then sell it when it goes to the higher price. That is long. So whenever you are long on any commodity, you should buy the put option. Always remember, you are long on any commodity, buy the put option. Reverse case is also true. Whenever you are short on any commodity, short means what? Sell first, buy later. You'll say, what is this? Sell first. It means I'm not having the Reliance share, but I'm selling it now. Why? Because I'm expecting the Reliance share to go down. And when it goes down, I'll purchase it. Suppose, let's say Reliance is today now at 3,000 rupees. Let's say, imagine, I'm telling you example. So I'll sell it now because I'm expecting the Reliance to go to 2,900. So I'll buy it when it goes to 2,900. So net, what have I done? Sold at 3,000, bought at 2,900, earned rupees 100. So this is known as short selling. Short. Whenever you are short on any commodity, you should buy the call option. Okay. So this option over here, a bank holds a stock of company A, wants to protect the downside risk on it. So what should it do? Take a long position in the stock futures, sell a short position in the stock futures, purchase call option on the stock, and buy a put option. Obviously buy a put option because you are long on that commodity, right? Whenever you have any asset, you'll always try to protect it using the insurance. What is this option? Option is nothing but insurance. Call and put options are basically insurance products. Second one, chalo. The main purpose of capital adequacy norms is to ensure that the bank has sufficient capital to, means this CRAR we are talking of. What is CRAR? CRAR, this term you might be knowing some part of this, isn't it? Not in details. In JAIIB you might have heard something, or in the bank you might have heard something. Capital to risk weighted asset ratio. It's a Basel norm basically. Every bank has to focus on CRAR of minimum 11.5% now, including this buffer. Okay, what is the CRAR? Look at this. Basic is 9% as per RBI. 9% CRAR. Out of this 9%, there is tier 1 and tier 2. Tier 1 is 7%, tier 2 is 2%. So tier 2 becomes 9. Okay, tier 1 is 7, tier 2 is this 2. So this becomes 9. Now this 7 is again divided. CET1 5.5 and 81 1.5. What is this 81? See, this is called as common equity tier 1. Module B, again module B, whenever it comes to it. 81, additional tier 1, 1.5%. Additional tier 2, 2%. And by this we get 9%, and after that this CCB of 2.5% is added, capital conservation buffer. So hence the total CRAR becomes 11.5% after the buffer. Okay. Downside risk means what? See this downside risk, who is this Tanmay? Downside risk means what? Whatever, suppose if I buy the Reliance share and I'm expecting it to go to, I bought it at 3,000. I'm expecting it to go to, let's say, 3,500. Then I'll be selling it, isn't it? But instead of going above 3,000, tomorrow it starts going below 3,000. Then what? From 3,000 it goes to 2,900, 2,800. I have brought it. And now it is going, I bought it at 3,000 and now it's going to 2,800. So that's a downside risk. Downside risk means your commodity price going down. You buy a flat as an investment, but that flat price starts going down. So it's a downside risk. So why do we have this capital adequacy norm, this CRAR and everything? Basically to absorb the shocks. Provide stable resources to absorb any losses arising from the risk in the businesses. Okay? Provide the stable means, see here, after all you are in business, so you'll definitely have profit or loss. Whenever you have losses, if you have your proper CRAR maintained, these losses can be absorbed. You don't feel any pinch of this. Right? Means, for example, I'll give you, if you tomorrow rupees 100 note from your pocket falls down somewhere, you don't remember. You won't feel that much pain. Okay? Some 5 minutes, 10 minutes you'll feel 100 rupees gaya. But then, okay. Tomorrow if 50,000 rupees falls from your pocket and you don't remember, then you'll feel the pinch. Why? CRAR. Your earning capacity is higher and 100 rupees hardly matter. Means, of course, matter. 100 rupees do matter. But even if you lose something of 100, so you won't be feeling that much pinch. But 50,000 lost, huge pinch. So that's the basic meaning of CRAR. A bank borrows US dollar for 3 months at 2.5% and swaps the same in INR for 3 months for deployment in the commercial paper, that 5.5%. The 3-month premium is USD 0.75%. The margin generated by the bank in the transaction is. Last question for today. What is it? Looking at this question only, half of you will feel that nahi BFM बहुत tough है, छोड़ दो, नहीं होने वाला. But I'll tell you, it's the simplest problem. Simplest. Very simple. Okay? Only that's why I'm saying, in BFM, what do? The jargons are used. Jargons. Okay? Try to cut the jargons. Cut across the jargons. Look at this. I'll give you a simple logic. See this. The bank borrows for 3 months at 2.5%. See, this bank has done what? Two things this bank is doing. Borrowing it and something investing it. Deployment in CPs. Deployment means investing. So it's investing in this commercial paper in rupees. Here, commercial paper are in rupees and these are in dollars. Okay. So this bank is borrowing at what percent? 2.5%. Okay. Then investing in commercial paper means it's putting this money in the CPs at 5.5%. Okay. 3 months premium is 0.75%. So for this dollar, the 3-month premium, see, why 3 months only over here? Because the investment in CP is for 3 months. So your asset should match with your liabilities. Your borrowing should match with your investment. So you have invested in CP for 3 months, commercial paper. Means what is, consider FD only. Let's consider simple FD. Invested in FD for 5.5%. So your FD is for 3 months. So your borrowing should also be for 3 months. So what is the premium for 3 months? It's a 0.75%. So what will I do? This premium I'll have to pay. Pay means what? Suppose if I'm buying, let's say, a bike. Okay, a new bike which has come in the market and there is a huge demand for that bike. Everyone is going after that bike. So of course the price will rise, right? Suppose if the base price of that bike is 70,000, everyone is demanding it. So that will definitely go for 80,000. What is this 10,000 extra? That is the premium. Same thing is happening over here. 2.5% is the dollar interest, but this premium is 0.75. So that will have to be added. So 2.5 plus 0.75. So net I'm paying what? I'm borrowing. Borrowing means I'm getting the dollars from somewhere. So I'll have to pay to this guy. 3.25%. And here I'm investing, so I'll be getting this money, 5.5%. I'm getting 5.5, I'm paying 3.25. So what is the margin? 5.5 minus 3.25. 2.25% is the margin generated. Isn't it simple? Problem is simple, isn't it? Only you shouldn't get afraid of this. That's why I'm saying, cut the scrap. Try to cut the scrap. Various jargon words. What is this? What are these swaps over here? Swaps. What is this swap? What is this swap? Swap is everywhere. You yourself also do the financial swapping every day. We do ourselves also. But we don't call it swaps. Swap means basically, remember, one leg is fixed, other leg is floating. That is swap. Keep it very simple. One leg is fixed, other leg is floating. You are getting income from something fixed and investing in something floating. Your salary is fixed, so that is a fixed leg. Your investment in shares is floating, so that is a floating leg. So that is a swap. Okay? Chalo, those who are watching on YouTube, okay? So before ending, let me tell you, join the Adda 24/7 batches immediately. Okay? Those who have not joined yet, kindly join the Adda 24/7 batches. Okay? Otherwise, what happens? These 1 or 2 classes will be there for free. Afterwards, you won't get anything. And mind it, as you have seen, many of you might have seen earlier also, the papers are quite tough. Okay? Papers are not that simple. Isn't it? So join these classes ASAP. Let me show you how to join this. Those who are watching on YouTube, for you guys. Those who are in the paid classes, you can leave because I won't be taking anything further now. Okay. So those who are watching on YouTube, kindly say this. Go to Adda 24/7. Okay. Click on JAIIB and CAIIB. Click on CAIIB November. Success batch. Click on this success batch. Okay. English one. Ebooks, test series, online live classes, expert faculty, interactive classes, recorded sessions, everything. Ebooks are to the level of this chapter wise. See this subject. Click on this subject. You are getting chapter wise. Chapter 3, chapter 11, chapter 19. Separate chapter wise ebooks. Similarly, test also. Test series also. Okay. You get a question banks also. In ebooks, you get a question banks. Use the code. See here. What is the code? Use the code Y432. Never forget this. This is a maximum discount code Y432. Click on apply. See this 80% off plus 1% extra. 81. Got it? 81% off you are getting. You can join these batches and start your studies ASAP because time is limited. It's running out. Okay? Chalo, bye everyone. Enjoyed? Tomorrow, I think so. Here, let me see the timings. Tomorrow, I don't think so. There's a class. They have kept a gap of one or 2 days. Okay? Between the main classes and this. They've kept a gap, I think so. Let me see. Next class is on 30th. Today is 29th. It's there. Means same day. It's continued. BFM, it is on third definition of statistics. Okay. No, ABM is there immediately. BFM, let me see. 31. BFM is on 31. Okay. Next BFM class is on 31. It's not tomorrow. Okay. 30 and 31. 31 is the BFM class. ABM is there.